Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another trading day. Today I will have a look at the FTSE and some cryptocurrencies at very important support levels. I'll also look at gold, Forex and the dollar index and discuss individual currency strength for today. Look at the dollar index, absolutely dropping like a rock now, trend changing, bearish on my daily charts, and my indicator here already showed this coming up a few days ago. See, the dollar was the weakest of them all, bottom of the pile, now fighting with a cat for the lowest spot. But you can see the winning currencies for today, still the euro, the pound, the New Zealand, sort of the Aussie, and mostly bearish on the CAD, the US and the Swiss franc. But we saw this drop now breaking and taking out this support level, the structure. So might retrace to test this or that area there. Then we will see the real intention of the dollar. I think we are entering now a dollar weakness, maybe back down to this moving averages for a start. But let me first see, we got the break. That doesn't tell me that it's going to drop. I would love to see a retest and then a nice counter reversal like we saw there. We didn't see the rising trend line retest, so that worries me a little bit, that we might see a run up the page to go and retest that. That's even possible. For now, I'll be focusing on these two levels. Once it closes above this level, I will focus up there. But I have to stay bearish on the dollar. I start to see a little bit of strength coming in here on my indicator on the intraday stuff. Way not enough to get me bullish onto the dollar. So for now, we will see the retest, some counter reversals, some confirmations here, confirm the bearishness on the dollar. Look at the FTSE I showed you a week or two ago. This big pattern coming in. So very nice pattern, a strong break. It's busy retracing, so it's time to put this on the watch list. A retracement back to the 50% level. We see a much stronger pound, which should push down the FTSE here down to the support levels. Now there's two areas I'm watching at this stage. It's at the 50% level, the triangle, the falling trend line. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, only broke on the 5th attempt. But that's the area to watch, number one. And then also this level, the 61% FIB level. Look at the structure coming in there. So this whole area here, that'll be definitely an area I'll be looking for some good longs on the FTSE. But for now, we will see how the market responds when it gets there. It's not something I will just do on a very strong pound. I would love to see a weakening pound at that stage. So for now, the strong pound pushing it down to the support levels. Once it gets there, I'll definitely look for some longs on some candle reversals there. Gold obviously giving up slightly due to this sudden little bit of strength on the dollar. Just a little intraday strength, all right? Also, the Nasdaq is selling off. Something about an AI company, DeepSeek, that's free, and that will be a big competition for ChatGPT. And I think that will burst the bubble a little bit of the US markets, and that's why cryptos are also coming down a little bit. This AI company coming in. I don't know the whole story. You know, I'm not a fundamental analyst. I don't bother that much about the news, but that was just a 400 drop on the Nasdaq this morning that drew my attention. I thought, well, let's have a little bit of a look. But that would weight down on the markets, and let's see. I don't think it will last that long. It's just a little bit of a sell-off, well, maybe giving us some buying opportunities. So gold, the longs I nibbled in here. I still have my stops in there. Missed my target there with a dollar or so. The first target, we've set some way more targets up there. I just have a target on that recent high for the triangle. That got missed, unfortunately, but we've got protective trading stop losses in the market now on this low since last week. And we can't lose money unless we get gaps. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor, Inkasu. Do you struggle with customer queries that takes up all your time? Contact Inkasu to help transform your website customer focus with an integrated AI staff member. For more info, check out the link in the description. Then on the pound Aussie, I showed you this one last week and said, right, we got this strong bearish trend. And I said it's the trend, the consolidation, the trend, the consolidation, trend, big consolidation. And usually they continue direction. This is a failed continuation pattern this stage, because we saw now a sudden bounce off this. I said if we get a decent close below this, this would be a nice run. It's quite a long time, 2 weeks. So explosive moves after that. Now it surprises the market, the strong pound. This could be quite explosive up the page. Now, pound to Aussie, I'm not that keen yet taking a trade there. I would love to see that the market confirm this as a structure. But just look at, we never know if this is accumulation or distribution. If this was accumulation, it would have been dropping, right? Because they would accumulate to these short positions and then it would drop. On the end, it proves to be, for now, to be distribution. They're distributing their shorts and maybe reversing long. I want to see the trend change bullish before I will consider anything. But there's definitely something to watch for on a retracement here. If I can get some form of retracement here, and I keep getting a strong pound and a weakening Aussie, that would definitely draw my attention for some long positions. But I'll give it another day or so. This is a 4-hour chart on the pound Aussie to see if I can get something maybe this afternoon or then tomorrow. Pound, one of the few nice trending charts that I can find. There was a lot of gaps last night, most likely due to the Nasdaq, but I saw the gaps everywhere, and that makes charts very difficult. Yes, we got a gap here also, but at least we saw a strong run, a nice chart. All the other charts are very volatile, very mixed. You can't really see something on the 4-hour charts. You'll have to move to daily charts or to lower time frame charts. Now, I love the 4-hour charts. It gives me a lot of freedom. But this one here, if I look at the pound, they're very strong. Dollar dropping, they're still on the weaker side. So green zone against red zone. I like that. So this is the one I've got up my eyes here today also. So remember now, I've got the pound Aussie. This will give me the pound. Now the pound US also on a retracement. So definitely something I will watch. Yes, it's worrisome, those gaps, they do get filled, and it could get also resistance. So that could stop a move up there. But there's enough space from there to there on a nice reversal here to consider some longs. And then if it gets up there, I will then consider that gap and see what happens at the gap. But at this stage, something to watch then for today. Moving on to cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, I really thought that things are going to bounce, but also based on the AI, the DeepSeek scenario at this stage, I think there's a little bit of jitteriness at the stock market. It's going to be a complete free thing. So it's not listed on the exchanges, and they think that might, they say that'll even have an influence on the video. Something about ChatGPT needing something like 10,000 GPUs to run, and they only need 2,000. I don't know exactly how it works, but it puts a lot of pressure on the AI market, the stock market, the Nasdaq. Remember, the Nasdaq is definitely your technology sector, so a lot of pressure on there, but I think it's temporary, so it just gives us at a cheaper price. But I'm still waiting for Ethereum to break this level. A nice break and a confirmation would be great at this stage. XRP also retesting this previous high, which is time to look for something. I just hope it doesn't really come back down to retest this. That's on the charts, guys. You can never say it will not happen. Never say never. But you can see here the rising trend line. That's all possible. That's the first line. We never saw a strong reversal, but we saw some strength coming in at these levels. Most likely it will come in yet again. If not, this might be the next stop. Bitcoin also could come back down. It's playing with that magical $100,000 levels, but a big black candle last night for the same reason as the others. So we'll see on the retracement back here what happens here. It might retest this as low as $97,000. And then I will get interested, because a nice reversal off there would definitely be great for us, retesting this pattern, and that the market confirms this as structure. Solana, which was the strongest of them all, which is still very, very strong. It's also coming down now for that daily double bottom. You see the double bottom here? I showed you this level last week. It's now coming down for that level. So if I can get some nice strong reversals here, definitely that'll be great. But the weekly charts here, it's the halfway mark, the sweet spot of this long white candle. Now the markets love the halfway marks of long white candles. It's something that I learned from Steve Nissen, that he wrote in his book in the 1990s. I only read his books in the early 2000s. But he talked about the sweet spot, and I loved it since and it works like a charm to find for these long candles the halfway mark. Yes, there's other support levels also coming in, but this is a very strong one on the halfway mark, getting confirmed by a daily double bottom, the intermediate high. Yes, it already, if you look at this distance from there to there, it already hit the minimum target objective. So I don't think that the double bottom is in play anymore for any reason, but old resistance becoming support, confirming this as structure. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk, so don't forget to trade responsibly and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.